So what is graphic design? Graphic design is, for me, I don't want to make it complicated to you. There's so many definitions out there, but it's simply the creative and artistic discipline that involves the use of visual element to convey a message or information. So graphic design is in the business of communication. You want something to be passed to an audience, and you use graphic design to put that message on a simple page, then save it and send either a flyer, a brochure, anything out so that people can read, understand, and give back a feedback. Okay, so that's all graphic design is all about. It's about putting visual element. Please take note of that. Visual element convey a message or information. Now, right now, you're looking at your screen. Your device that you're watching it from, either an iPad, smartphone, a laptop, is actually a communication device. So you're watching a video right now that is communicating a message to you. It's me talking to you. But in graphic design, it's just a single frame of a design that just communicates. Maybe it's about a business, a promo that's coming up, or anything, but it's communicating to you. That will make you to click a link to go to a website, to make you to do something. So it helps to communicate. And in communication, there must be a message, there must be a sender, and there must be a receiver. So when you want to communicate, the message is what you put on the flyer. You that is sending the message out, you are the sender. Then the receiver is the person on the other side who's going to see your design as a post or as an ad, and you're going to say, oh, I like this offer, let me click on the link. So graphic design is a medium that you use in communicating with your audience. So the way your design are being presented can either make people see you as somebody who is serious with their business, or as somebody that is not serious with their business. Like I said before, graphic design is the business of communication. How do you communicate clearly with your audience? That's what graphic design is all about. So it encompasses the creation and arrangement of images, typography, color, and other design elements to communicate idea or concept. So graphic design is about putting images, typography, color, and other design elements. Please take note of design elements. Design elements are those things that you bring together so that you can actually be able to pass a message. For example, you are a real estate, you need an image of maybe a building or set of building, or a real estate picture. That picture that you've added to your design is an element of design, which images is already there. Typography, you need to write something that says we are giving 50% bonus for our December client, whatever, if that may be the case. And in using typography, which is actually the text, then you have to choose a color too. By making the color, maybe you can choose red, green, whatever, according to real estate color themes. So by putting the image, the text, choosing the right color, and other design elements, which can actually be shapes, to help group. It can be an arrow, it can be anything that you put on a design. This cooking together, this bringing together is what will now make the message so clear for your audience to understand. For example, this is a butterfly design I made for a friend, creative colleague in the industry. You can see that I was able to take these pictures, those leaves, the texture, that white shape, even the typography of his name, Creative Wonder, even the flower, and be able to put everything together. And you can see you have a beautiful design there. This is not different from what cooking is all about. It's not different from what fashion designers do. Fashion designer will cut different material, put them together. Boom, a dress is ready. The chef will take different ingredients and put them together. Boom, the meal is ready. So it's all about bringing things together to make it pleasing to the eyes. Okay, just by arranging this element, it now makes sense because now everything looks arranged and well pleasing. So there are things that make you to be able to do better arrangements, of which we look at further on. So graphic designer uses combination of artistic and technical skill to produce visual content for a wide range of media. So there are two things you need to become a graphic designer. One is the artistic skill, and the other one is the technical skill. The technical skill, let me explain that first, is all about how you use your computer, how you use your phone, how you use the design tool like Pixel Lab, Photoshop, Illustrator, anything you use as a tool to design. Those are the technical stuff. You need to know how to use Pixel Lab. You need to know where to align text is. You need to know where to select color is. Those are technical. Those are not really difficult. Even in Photoshop, even as big as Photoshop, because Photoshop is a big software, can do a lot of things, providing services to different niches in the design industry. Even as big as it is, you still need to learn the technical stuff. You need to mask image. You need to learn how to select. You need to know how to add text. You need to know how to even draw a shape or put a shape on your design. You need to know how to create a particular size. Those are technical. They are not difficult. But even in knowing these simple things like creating a text on your Canva, you can't even make more design if you don't understand the artistic side of things. The artistic side of things is those aspects that has to do with your ability to think critically, to know how to arrange elements, to know how to balance a design, to know how to really cook. Okay, I used the cooking analogy before. So if, for example, you know how to cook, okay, that's, you know how to use pot, you know how to use spoon, you know how to use what are the cooking, you know how to put on the gas, okay, you know how to put on anything that the tools you use in cooking, you know how to use them. But if you don't know how to combine properly these food items, like adding the right number of salt, adding the seasoning and all of that, you end up cooking rubbish. It's as simple as that, because you don't know how to cook. So knowing how to put on gas doesn't make you a good cook. Knowing how to use Photoshop doesn't make you a good designer. Knowing how to use Pixel Lab doesn't make you a good designer. You have to train your eyes to think artistically, so that you can, if there's even a word, so that you can actually know how to cook very well, because you are a designer, you are also a cook. So in the next section, we'll be looking at the design principles, okay, the graphic design principles. So thank you so much for this section, and I'll see you in the next video.